everybody. My name is Ron Halbert, and it is October the 7th, 2022, and you're on Friday Night Live. I am one of the co-hosts, along with my beautiful co-host, Lynn Nakamoto, who's over in St. Petersburg. I'm in Orlando, and I think we're going to have an exciting night. What do you think, Lynn?
It's going to be a good one. I like the topic. It's really broad, and I think people will love it.
What's the topic?
So the topic tonight is Onpassive, the next phase. Broad, so there you can say a lot about what is it? What is this next phase that we are in? So we are going to find out very shortly, and we're going to what we're going to do is we're going to have various people speak, and then we're going to open it up to what we call an open mic, means you guys can talk. So you'll raise your hand, we'll recognize you, give you maybe a couple minutes to speak. It can be a comment, it could be a question. Try to stay on the topic, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. So let's begin. We're going to begin with Bob Takusi.
Hello, Bob. Come on down.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from Bel Air, Maryland. This is your friend. I'm your friend and your brother, Bob Takusi, speaking for Bel Air, Maryland. It's good to be here. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week due to some family obligations, but it's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Auntie Lynn. Thank you, Mr. Ron, for having us all here. Good to see all our fellow leadership council members, Mr. Digamo, Mr. Johnson. Who am I missing? I mean, if I'm missing you, I'm sorry, you know. It's just a pleasure being here on this unique day in the life of Onpassive. You know, I don't know about you guys, but that rumble is like here, like my brother Oliver says. The Onpassive rumble is everywhere. TikTok hears us. Facebook hears us. YouTube hears us. And the rumble is now being felt inside the IT industry where we sit. The Onpassive rumble. That juggernaut, that internet quake that we've been talking about. It is gradually seeping in the industry. And this is before our founder, Mr. Mufareh, does what he does best. So tonight we'll convene to talk about our next phase. What is it? Personally, I've been looking forward to this day, the culmination of the founding position, the ending. Because our founder has told us several times, Mr. Mufareh is a man who has given us everything that he has said, according to my book, has come true up until this point. It might be a day or two late. You know, we are dealing with technology, so things are usually not what they seem or we project to be until we get to that point. But everything that Mufareh has told us, he has delivered thus far, in my judgment. And there's one thing that he has consistently told us, if you all could remember, that there will be a day where things will move so fast. Things will move fast. And as an IT professional, being inside the industry and understanding a little bit of what might be going on behind the scenes, this is the day that I have personally been waiting for. The day that Mr. Mufareh will tell us that this is the ending. Yes, when on June 22nd, when the founding positions, the registration ended, it was a good, significant step. But to me, in my judgment, we still had pending founders. who could still come in. But today we know that that ends today or last night. That was my benchmark to affirm or to agree to know that what Mr. Mufareh has been telling us from henceforth, the next phase, I believe, is going to be as fast as Mr. Mufareh has been telling us. So I think we should buckle our seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts and get ready for the ride. The first thing that I think is going to come next is that our KYC, all of us, every single founder, every single one of us, no matter how many personal accounts you may have, please make sure your profile, your name, your first name and your last name matches whatever your identification, the ID, your whatever country you are in, the legal documentation that is acceptable by your government is what you have on your profile. Because all of us, every single one of us, we are going to do our KYC. That's how the system is going to recognize your authenticity with your facial recognition and associate it with that account and the system. So please, let us all, every single one of us, go into your back office, make sure your name and your first name and your last name, especially, is what you have as your identification on all your accounts. It is a necessary step to move forward. If you are a founder, after this day, the culmination of the founding position of Onpassive, the founders, those who believed in the mission and the vision of Mufareh, this is the end. The next step, we're going to have what we call what we call the OBS, the Onpassive Business Solution. We're going to have to connect inside the Onpassive Business Solution, every single one of us. He says that we're going to have to create a unique email to get us in. And then once we get into that dashboard, then we move from there. We'll get that information as it trickles as time goes by. But each and every one of us, Mr. Mufareh has beckoned on all of us to engage. Remember, this is your business. It is our business. The only thing, somebody's mic is on. It's a little distracting.
Oh, Ron's mic is on. Let me shut it off. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Second.
Yeah. Guys,
Okay,
let us remember, the only thing Mufareh has asked of us, every single founder, is to come and join him. That's all Mr. Mufareh asked from us. Come and join me. Let's launch this company to the world. I'm going to do the hard work. I'm going to carry each and every one of you behind my back. Don't worry about anything. I'll carry you through. Come and join me. That's the only thing Mufareh has asked of us. To believe in him, give him trust and loyalty. That's all. And as far as I'm concerned, personally, he's got it 100-fold. And I believe all of us here. So we are going to also activate at some point after we do our KYC. You know, Mr. Ash has given us a certain date at some point, the massive worldwide global sporting event that is coming. We are almost there. So right now, I believe, personally, I believe anytime from now, any moment from now, anything can happen. This is what Mr. Mufareh did to us last week. What he showed us last week, where he was demonstrating the product last week, that's what we call the pre-production environment. That means at any time, Mufareh could turn on the switch. It's already there. The live environment is there. That's what Mr. Mufareh was showing us last week. The pre-production, before it goes to the production environment for the world to see. So we are going to have to activate ourselves. So each and every founder, please, all around the world, we know we have that first domain package, which is going to be affordable for all of us. It doesn't matter where you are, Papua New Guinea, Cameroon, where I'm from, all the African, Ash Mufareh, his mindset is for the underprivileged. So he's going to make it so easy such that every single founder could afford to activate and open your store, what I call your store for business, before we move on. So please, each and every founder should have your activation fee ready, the money ready. You must have it ready so that all of us should power Onpassive, should be that force behind Onpassive to push it out. Remember, Onpassive is a woman. I use the metaphor of a woman. Onpassive is a woman, it's a pregnant woman who is now in a maternity. She's about to deliver. But this woman is special because she has about 50 babies in her stomach. Each of these child has to come to terms. That's why maybe it took a little bit long, because those babies they have to come to term. So all of us, every single founder, we all have to power Onpassive to fruition. We have to help Ash Mufareh. That's all what he's asking us. Come and join me, let's launch this company. He has not bothered any single founder. He's taking all the heat, all the headaches, everything. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but I have an idea. So does my other fellow brothers in the industry. This man is taking all the shock on our behalf. So the least we can do is to get ready. Let's get ready to power Onpassive to the world. He's done everything. He told us last week we are ready. Everything is ready, from Europe to Africa to Australia to North America, everywhere. He's ready. Are you ready, the founders? Are you ready to activate so that we give the push? That's the question, and we should be. There should be no question about that. I also want to talk about our security. Each and every founder, Mr. Mufareh has told us time in, time out, over and over again, get ready for the greatest shape of your life. The world is going to know your name. That applies to each and every founder. From founder number one, maybe I don't know if it's OP admin or Mr. Ken Rosso, to the last founder who came in on the day of the registration. Her name is Batina Lakmishivedi of India. All of us, all 1.4 million plus founders, we are the same. Are we ready to give Ash that push? We should be, fellow founders. So our security is paramount. The last thing I want to say is that we should get motivated. Let's all be motivated. This is a time for us to party. Let's party. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy even our hardships that we're going through now. It will never happen again. You will never relive these moments. Every single hardship that you're going through now, as soon as Mr. Mufareh comes and turns on the switch, that will be history for all of us. This week, we were talking about Ash Mufareh at the O Winners. We call him the legend, but I'm very thankful for my brother, Mr. Chris Johnson. He corrected us. He said the living legend. That was very correct, Brother Chris. Thank you. The living legend, Ash Mufareh. That was our topic this week. And when I spoke, after I spoke, the only thing, after everything else, fellow founders, permit me to say this. After everything else, forget about the wizard in technology. Forget about the wizard in marketing. The master planner, the mastermind. Forget about all that. To me, Ash Mufareh is hope. Ash Mufareh is compassion. And Ash Mufareh is love. That is what this man brings to all of us. Hope. Hope is what brings each and every one of us. It's our common denominator. Every single founder here, it is hope. Hope. That thing inside each and every one of us, that thing that insists inside you. Like a former president said, that thing that insists inside you that despite evidence to the contrary, something better awaits you if you are ready to work for it, to reach for it. Hope. That is why every time Ash Mufareh comes to speak to us, he motivates us first. He takes about 30 minutes because he knows that is what we are clinging to. That is what we want. That's what we yearn for. Hope. That's who he is. He is compassion. The most compassionate human being I've ever met. One of the greatest men to ever set foot on the planet Earth. Ash Mufareh. Because of his compassion, that is why he's made this illustrious engagement affordable and accessible to everyone around the globe. Please do not be fooled to think that Onpassive is $97. It is not. It is not even $5,000 to be a founder. I'll tell you that. Onpassive is not $5,000, but it's the compassion of this man. He wants every single one around the world, especially those in the underprivileged countries around the world, to be part of this journey. And you saw that in his flagship product, OBless. Remember when we were in Boston, the first thing Ash Mufareh did before he even talked about Onpassive, he put OBless in front of the whole world. That's who this man is. And thank you, Brother Chris Johnson, for leading us in that direction. You know, compassion is Ash Mufareh. And lastly, I want to talk about love. Ash Mufareh as love. This man is all about love. I've had the privilege with Brother Chris, Auntie Lynn, Oliver Fonte, I don't know who is here. We met him personally. So I speak authoritatively, and I say this with every fiber of my being. This man is love. Love as it is defined in the good book. I'm a Christian, as it is defined in the Bible. In the book of Corinthians, love is patient. That's Ash Mufareh. Love is kind. That's Ash Mufareh. He does not boast. He has never boasted to anyone. Very calm and calculated. He keeps no records of wrongs, and he is never easily angered. And love never fails, my friends. Ash Mufareh will not fail us. Thank you, Auntie Lynn. I'll send it back to you.
Awesome. And yes.
Thank you, Bob.
It's brought us hope and love. He embodies compassion, definitely. Thank you so much. We now go on to Vincent Ete.
Okay. Well, thank you, Auntie Lynn. Thank you. Thanks also to Ron for running this webinar. Also, hello to Marty, Chris Johnson, and all the leaders here. I say hello to you. And also hello to all the participants and also those who are watching us from YouTube. Hello to all of you. So also thanks to our leading leader, Mr. Ash Mufareh, for bringing also to life this great company. We are here also because of his greatness and then his wisdom to do things. So that's why we are here. Today, in this great webinar, I will also talk about, I know I'll start for a few things my brother Bob said just now. Okay, thank you, Bob, for this great action you did now. Thank you for that. So to prepare, also Onpassive, we need to prepare ourselves to activate our account because the activation will come soon. even that, I know our CEO will come soon and then will give us the good news. But prepare, when people should prepare for money to activate the account, you shouldn't wait for the last minute to say, oh, I don't have money. So this is the time to prepare for that as well. Prepare money, prepare, because we said it will be between $200 and $300. So prepare money and then waiting for the time to come. Also, the KYC, it will also be soon. So we need to think about also the KYC and ask also people to check the name in your account. If the name match with your ID you're going to use for the KYC. So make sure that the name match, because if your name in your account and then the name in your ID, you make sure that both match so that when you come to KYC, you won't have any problem to do that. So just bear in mind, advise people to be prepared for all these facing, because we don't want people to be behind, because even our CEO say, no one will be left behind, we'll go forward. So if you want to follow that, you have to prepare all this in ahead, you prepare this ahead so that when the time comes, it will be easy for us to go together and then no one will be left behind. So we'll all go in the same boat. So Onpassive is a great company, the most great company in the world. So also ask people to prepare to use our free product. We have 2 free products. We're going to launch those 2 products from the starting of the launching of the business. Will be OMail and then ONet. So we should prepare for using this free product. I think when this launch, I will stop using the other email. I will start using my OMail straight away, and then advise friend, family, those people around us that this is the best email people should use. So asking our friend, family members, and colleagues to start using the OMail is one another way to also advertise our product, so that to push also Onpassive. I know when people use OMail, ONet, and then they know those are great products, you will see all the pay products, people, a lot of companies will go to in like a piece of cake, because they know that the free products are very good, very useful, and then they are great product as well. So people say, well, no, if these free products are the best product, stand out over market value, I know a lot of people will stand for that. So also for the pay product, because they say if the free is good, that means the pay one will be ONet, OConnect will be paid. So those people will rush into our system to sign for the product. So this is what I will ask also people to prepare for using those free products, ONet or OMail. They are great products because the system, the technology behind us, those 2 products, I know nowhere, even those email company like Outlook, we use it for business, and then most companies use the business email. All this inside those technology there we have in OMail, and then even greater than those pay email, because those email out there free product like our product, they cannot stand to our product, because the technology embedded system we have it, artificial intelligence, and also the security system tied to that, the performance also of those technology, all our OMail, ONet, the technology behind, the security behind, the artificial intelligence embedded, they don't have that. We are the only company at the moment, we have these technologies, and then all this security are tied to that. So they will be great companies. So I will ask also people to prepare to use those products, because they will be very good. Because the other day when our CEO showed us OBS, it will be massive. So when we're going to migrate to OBS, we'll see the product. They are the best product at the moment, especially when it comes to the performance, because the product is not only the security, is not also only the technology behind the performance. When you click, drop down. So the performance will be the best performance so far. So no one can compare to our performance so far, because when you click, the system is there as well. Then you talk also about the second data center. The second data center is around the corner, and then it will be more massive and more bigger than the first data center. The first data center will be more than 1 billion users, but now the new one will be more than that. So So this is a massive Onpassive. So we should prepare for the technology, and then we should be first people to use our technology before those people sitting outside there, before they will come to us. You say, oh, I have tested, I'm using now, so I'm used to it. So we don't want people outside to come and tell us that how this email is so good, this functionality, we have this, we have that. We should be the first people to tell outside people sitting outside that our company, our products are the best product and the best in the world. So I've started using, we can send an email to people that I'm using this email, please come connect to it. That's the best email system in the world. And then people will come. So that's how we'll get a lot of traffic, because we'll be, when we are 1 million, over 1 million users, if one of us get at least 5 people in, look at what we get now, is a lot. And then I believe we'll get more than that. This is the minimum, I say, because it's great. Anyone see this email, you cannot stand. You ask your friend or your family members to use it. This is the best email system I've ever seen. Okay, so thank you very much. And then Angeline, I'll leave it there.
That was awesome. I'm so excited about OMail as well, because it's a free product, superior to what exists in the market as far as email products. And it's going to be so easy to share it, like you said. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my hands on it and to share it. Thank you very much. We now go on to Oliver Fonte. Come on down, Oliver.
Hi, everybody. I know we are all fired up because I am fire. Because what I saw last week, what the CEO showcased it to us, I want to ask each and every one of us, like my brother Bob said, are you ready? Are we ready? Bob, thank you. Vincent, thank you. And I want to say hi to everybody in the house. I will not call names because we are all in here, but my body is on fire. Being in the tech industry for more than 20 years, 24 years, I've never seen something like this in my life. But the question again that Bob asked, are you ready or are we ready? Because what is coming? What happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1940 to 1945 is a child's play. Technology is transforming, and the only company on this planet Earth that is transforming technology into the next level is Onpassive. And who is that person that is leading this journey? Mr. Ash Mufareh himself. Are you ready? Are we ready? That is the question we should ask each and every one of us, that we are moving now to the next phase of the journey. The journey started more than 4 years ago. And now we are in that phase that we have to deliver. I am proud to be an Onpassivier, and I'm proud to be part of this journey since my brother Bob Takusi brought me to become a founder 2020. And when I joined Onpassive, it was just 77,000. And today we are 1.4. I also want to thank Onpassive Nation, Madi Degamo, Dan Street, Mike Ellis, who I talk to most of the time. Like I talked to Chris Johnson the other day. He was fired up, and everybody is fired up. I want to thank all of you. The energy, Lynn Nakamoto, our mother, OTech Pro. I want to say thank you for the energy. I don't know where you get your energy, but slow down. Your health is more important. Your health is more important. Just want to let you know, Lynn, and I have to say that publicly. I call you at times, you say that you just went to bed 7 a.m. in the morning, walking. Please slow down. Take a break, go to bed. Make sure you get at least 6 hours sleep a day. Onpassive belongs to us. It's going nowhere. If you don't have good health, you cannot operate. So today we are talking about moving to the next phase. Are we ready? Bob Takusi asked that question. Are we ready? Not ready in the sense that you want to see your wallet. That's what we want to know. I will say no. Enjoy the process. Enjoy each and every phase of this process. The CEO told us about, that was last webinar or 2 webinars ago, that when somebody wins a lottery, the way they'll eat that money has no value. And the CEO has been talking to us about value. When you enjoy the process, when you want to eat that money, you eat it with that you harvest it with joy, because we've been sowing the seed. Onpassive, we have been sowing the seed for the past 4.5 years. It's time for us to enjoy, to harvest it joyfully and happily. Are we ready? That is the question we should ask ourselves. My brother Vincent just talked about, make sure on your profile, the name that is on your ID, I want to stress on that, because I know we are going to have some of these problems tomorrow. Make sure, some of us that would have multiple accounts, we created those accounts with different names, and those are the names that are on that profile, on our profile. Please don't drag us back, because I know the CEO wants to come tomorrow, because he's a man, he's a kind man. He will say, I'll give you 2 more weeks or 1 week to adjust everything. Please, we are saying that today, that please go to your profile, look at that name that is on your profile. If it's that the name that has to cash that money to transfer it to from your wallet to your bank account or your KYC, it's not the same name, please look at your ID and change that name that is on your back office, on your profile. It should match your ID. If you have 10, 5, 6, 7, 20 accounts, go and change those names, because and put the name that is the name that is going to do the KYC. Please, I'm begging, don't drag us back, because the CEO will come back and tell us we should give them 2 weeks. Please, November is coming, that all of us, we are going to the market. Don't drag us back. The CEO is a kind man, we know who he is. From example, he will say, okay, let's give them 1 week. Please don't do that. Go make sure you check all those, your profile names, and is the name that is on your ID, if that is the name that has to do the withdrawal. Please. I want to also hit on that also. Please. Are we ready? Are we ready? The CEO told us last week about activating our account. We should make sure you have some money, 1 or 2 days to activate your account. Don't say, when are we launching? When are we going to launch? The time has come that we have to activate those accounts. Don't ask us again or ask the CEO. When the time to activate the account, you say, I don't have money. We were the people asking him that we want to launch. Now the time has come. Don't take us again back. Please. Prepare yourself. Keep some money to activate your account. Maximum 2 days, activate that account. He is a good man. We don't know how much we are going to activate the account, but for who we know who he is. It's going to be affordable for everybody to the last person. Keep something to activate your account. Keep something reasonable. We don't know how much it's going to be, but keep something reasonable. This is the next phase we are talking about, that we have to prepare ourselves. We have to prepare ourselves mentally. Like we said, only light ignite light. We cannot move to the next phase with that. Only light has to ignite light. Why do I mean by this? What do I mean by this is that we should prepare ourselves, motivate ourselves, ignite ourselves. There's a saying in OWinners. We have to ignite. We have to ignite ourselves. And by igniting ourselves, we have to prepare ourselves for this journey, for what is coming. The CEO said we should think big, dream big, reverse our dreams no matter how big they are. I want to beg each and every one of us. The time has come that things are moving very, very fast. If you miss one corporate webinar, it will be on. You cannot catch up. When you miss each webinar or a corporate webinar, please go back. Peter Suri is writing the summary in the back office. Go and read and listen also, because we are moving in the very fast pace. October, the CEOs told us that October is going to be a month to reckon with. Onpassive is a company, is the biggest. I'm talking about present and future. I don't talk about past, because when we talk about past, it means that I'm talking about we in it to win it. But I'm saying game over. We are already in it. Why do I say that? Last week, the CEO showed us a test production environment. I don't know if you people got it. Maybe it's because my brothers here, Bob, Collins, Vincent, we are in the tech industry. When I saw it on that day last week, when the CEO, Mr. Mufareh, the legend to be, or the living legend, show us that test production environment, not the PowerPoint, that test production environment. And he clicked. I saw that drop down box. He clicked again. For me, game over. In the software industry or in the IT industry, when we do perform or create process, or come out with a new software, and that software is now in the test production environment, we celebrate. There's a party. I want all of us to feel that party. Maybe you people didn't get it last week, but I want all of us to understand, and we should celebrate that last week, what he showed us about the OBS, Onpassive Business Solution. What he showed us last week. I didn't see, and nobody was excited. I was shocked, except my brothers here that were in the tech industry. But I want us to understand that last week was a day that I said game over. When a software that has been put together and they put it in the test production environment, means that we are ready to go to the market. Like he said, we massage, we put lipstick. That is that test environment. That is that test environment. That is that test environment. That last week, I said game over. Anytime the CEO can come and tell us, hey, prepare yourself. We are moving to OBS or to onpassive.com. I'm so excited that I cannot sleep anymore. After we've worked hard for about how many years I came into the journey 2 years plus now. People like Madi Degamo, Dan Street, and the rest, Michael Williams, those who came in, Tony Monk, that they came in 2018. We came and joined them. It was a rough journey. I don't know if you people remember when the CEO was sick and what happened in Hyderabad. If you can recall all those history, that is the process that we enjoy, we endure. And today we have to harvest joyfully and happily. This is the next phase we are talking about. That now we are moving into the next phase, and I will not stop to talk about timing. God hands it on this company. The higher power is on Onpassive. Because when you look at the timing also, you look at what has happened along the line or within the process. Within the process, we've gone through a lot, we've endured a lot, that now when it's time for us to harvest happily, we should harvest happily, and we should prepare ourselves for this phase, this next phase. I'm so passionate and happy for our achievement, and that we do have a leader, Mr. Ash Mufareh, a man, a strategist, a man that has a big heart, a man with love that has instilled 1.4 million people with the love of humanity. We cannot beat that. I will not forget our tech in Hyderabad, Mohammed Kamal in Dubai with his team. We owe them. We owe them a lot and forever. I don't care if tomorrow I make whatever money I will make, or apples that I'm going to make, or all of us are going to make. We are indebted to them for life. We are indebted to them for life. To Mr. Ash Mufareh, we are indebted to Mr. Ash Mufareh for life. But we have one thing that we owe him. I say it every day and all the time. We should replicate ourselves. When we went to Boston, Mr. Ash Mufareh, thank you. A simple, humble man. He comes to the table when all of us, we have to take dinner. Where is Michael Williams? Where is Julie? Where is this? Call and look on the table. If this person is not there, he will call your name. Where is him? Where is she? Before he will sit down to eat. He's like a mom and a dad at the same time. That is taking us to this next phase, the journey. I will beg and plead to each and every one of us to pray for this, to pray to Mr. Ash Mufareh and the family and the tech and Mohammed Kamal on daily basis, every day. Because if today and tomorrow and our generation, which is for sure, it's a dynasty that he has put each and every family, Onpassivian's family, we should pray for him that God should give him that wisdom to continue with this journey. Because it's a done deal and it's done. It is done. I will say this authoritatively. It is done. Let me refer to the Lynn show last week, Friday. Please, I will ask everybody to go and listen to that show. Chris Johnson asked Mr. Ash Mufareh, despite all what everybody has proposed, Rob, Lynn's husband, asked a question. Chris Johnson asked a question. After all the proposal, Chris Johnson asked Mr. Ash Mufareh that question. about OConnect. Who do you think gave the best proposal? He said, Mati Digamo. He's a smart guy. He's a business guy. Mati Digamo proposed $500 a month for OConnect. This is mind-blowing. We are using Zoom 20,000. We are using Zoom 20,000 users for $8,000. Mr. Ash Mufareh wants to give. I don't know. It might be below $1,000. Unlimited, disruptive futures, and above market value for less than $1,000. It's mind-blowing. Tell me who will not come for Onpassive. That is the next phase we are talking about. That is the next phase we are talking about. I don't want to take much time here, but I want to say thank you, Mr. Ash. The next phase is coming. Prepare yourself mentally. Are you ready? Prepare your money to activate your account. Thank you, Lynn. Take it from there. Bye.
Thank you so much. Lots of good guidance on being ready. And we can't be too ready. That's the way I think. All right, we've got next, Collins Mana. We're waiting to hear from you, Collins.
Hello, hello. Thank you, everyone. Greetings again from United Kingdom. Just want to greet our brothers and sisters here. You know, the other speakers like Bob, Oliver, Vincent, you guys have really spilled it out. You know, there's not really much I can say because everything you just really said it. But one of the things I want to say is, you know, we're talking about the next phase, which is really massive. We're moving now to the next phase. And this, you know, this thing came in my mind that in every beginning, there is an end. And in every end, there is a new beginning. Now, we've just closed the chapter from 2018, right up to now, where no founder's position is gone and soon pending will just like disappear. Where are we and what are we thinking? What will be the next phase? You know, to me, I believe the next phase will be even massive than even what we've seen. Because though we've enjoyed the ride, but the next phase will be massive. We are talking about the massiveness because we'll be having customers, the volume, resellers. We just want 1.5, maybe 1.4 million. You know, it's just a drop of water in an ocean. Think about the 5.5 billion internet users out there looking at our products, looking at stuff and saying, you know what, I've seen this, I've seen that, and I'm coming for it. Sometimes we do think people are not watching. They are really watching. Businesses are keen. They are looking at, they know the product more than the founders. They know this product more than the founders. This I will confirm here that there are businesses who knows OMail, they know ONet, they know things. So we shouldn't be fooled to feel like, oh, this is the time they will come, because Onpassive has already started creating the shockwave. It is everywhere. There is no hiding place, because remember, we're talking about YouTube, which is like a search engine. And if they want to go, just go to YouTube, you'll get it. And go to Google, just type ON. The first search you'll see is Onpassive. ON, just go to Google. You can try it now. If you are on Google, go ON. Onpassive will be the first search. I've done it today. So there is just no way, there is no hiding space. Onpassive is already, as my brother Oliver said, Onpassive have started creating that rumble, the earthquake, everything is shaking, you know, and it is really bad. And when we look at it, we don't say it's a good thing because people are now aware of everything that is happening on Onpassive. Those who are not founders, they are really aware and they are just waiting for the eruption and they will dive in. You know, we are the firstborn, as my brothers, they've already said, enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, because you will never see this again. The process was rough, yes, ups and downs, but it was really nice to go through this process. And you know, if you look at it, Onpassive really educate a lot of people, because there are people who've never been in a process in developing software. They've never been there. You know, sometimes we use the product at the end and we don't even know the pain, the blood and tears that just, you know, went through this process until we see the final product. How many of us even know when Google was there? We just use it, but we don't know the process. We didn't enjoy the process. We didn't know TikTok. We just using it, using all of the other products. But Onpassive, to me, I see it as a school to the 1.4 million founders, those who never know anything about technology, those who don't know anything, those who were asking, and they just like, when is it going to launch? And now they have, most of them, and all of us, we've learned a lot. There is nobody, no founders who've said, I came to Onpassive. If you are not engaged, then I will say, I'm sorry, you didn't learn anything. But those who are engaged, you cannot stand and say you didn't learn anything. You learn from Chris Johnson, OBless, you know, humanitarian, go to Marty Digamo, marketing. I've just learned so much. And I believe all of us have learned. That is the journey and the process. We've learned from our own CEO, Mr. Mufareh. Sometimes it just comes just to have a chat, not necessarily the products, but just to have a chat with the founders, to commune with the founders. That is a process. It's a big plus. And we have developed ourselves as humans, like mature people, to go out and speak about Onpassive. That is a massive, massive gain for Onpassive. So I think we just have to enjoy, because the next phase will be massive. Let us just thank and always continue to pray for the tech team in Hyderabad. As my brothers have already said, let us continue to pray for Mr. Mufareh and his family, and to pray entirely for Onpassive, because that is a game changer. We have to pray for Onpassive, you know, and then we have to be our brother's keeper, brothers and sisters keeper. If you don't see Chris Johnson, try to find out, oh, where's Chris Johnson? If you don't see this, try to find out. We are just a drop of water in an ocean, and we know every faces. You know, think about them. You know, we just have to, this is a great family, and we just need to keep the fire, you know, burning in our heart and everything. So just thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Collins. And yes, enjoy the journey and keep the fire burning. We have next, Chris Johnson. Come on down, Chris.
You expect me to follow these four guys? You know, I was just thinking about something funny, and I'm going to say their names in alphabetical order. There's Bob, Collins, BC, Oliver, and Vincent, OV. I'm thinking, how do I ever call these guys out? I'm going to put them in alphabetical order to make it fair, because that was a phase in my life that everything had to be, when I was in, you know, little kid in elementary school, everything had to be in order. It was A, B, C, D, everything. So I could call A, B, C, D, the O-Tech Pros. All right, and then I can go backwards. D, C, B, A, that's the O-Tech Pros. There's another phase. Matter of fact, I'm going to bet that if I took the A, B, C, D guys, I'm going to call them right now because Vincent or Collins is laughing about it. If I took them for a walk in the woods, nothing but trees and nature, I'll bet you $1 million they're going to talk about tech, because you can't get it out of their blood. It's all about what's in them. They talk about it all the time. You know why? Because it's a phase in their life and they're good at it. It's their lane. And I've had a lot of lanes in my life, a lot of phases. You know, and this is how I thought as a kid in elementary. Man, I can't wait to get out of here and go to junior high. When I was in junior, man, I can't wait to get out of here and go to high school. Man, I can't wait to get out of high school to go to college. Man, another phase. I can't wait to get out of college so I can go get a job. That job was the longest phase I've ever had in my life, and I never want to go through that phase again. 32 years of doing something I didn't like. Who's the idiot here? I'm the idiot. 32 years of a phase that I didn't like. That's a lot of us. There are a few of us that are blessed because they really love their job and they enjoy it. I think that's a great thing. But the phase I'm in now, I'm excited. I'm excited because I don't have to spend 32 years of my life again doing something I don't like. I love Onpassive. I love the people in Onpassive. That's the greatest phase. The next thing that's coming is, to me, pure excitement. I really think, I don't even have any questions. I was on the French webinar today, and they were talking about the OWallet. That doesn't even excite me. What excites me, knowing that 1 million+ people are going to go through a phase every single day after we launch. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of them started that phase 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's a phase that you're going to love going through. It's a phase that's going to take us, all of us, somewhere that we really want to be, not to that job every single day. Even these tech guys, and they want a minute because they love technology. When we launch to the world, 6 months, a year down the road, and they have different options now. I really hope they do retire, but if they don't, but somehow, I guarantee you these 4 guys are going to get together and say, all right, we got a lot of funds coming in. What can we do now? Because they're all smart. They'll start something, I guarantee it. That's what Ash gave us all. That's another phase. He's not just giving us our dreams. He's given us the ability to create new dreams or something that we dreamed about when we were little kids. Because most of us, me, I worked over 40 years of my life. I'm 56 years. I'll be 57 this year. Those jobs never gave me a choice. Here's what a good paying job does to you that you don't like. It forces your brain to shut down and not think about anything else that you want to do because you're making good money, even though you can't stand it. That's what a good paying job does right now. It shuts your brain down. It actually cuts your dreams. Well, I know I'm never going to do that, so I'll just keep making this money over here, even though I don't like it. My God, think about how dumb are we? That's me. I could say that about me because I did have a good job for 32 years, but I had so many dreams. That phase, another phase. Man, you guys, we're in the best phase. To me, you should have no more questions about Onpassive. Literally, Michael Williams, Red Redford, Marty Graham, the greatest question answers, the greatest people that pick us up. To be honest, we shouldn't have any more questions. We should accept what Ash Mufareh has done and wait for his next phase to tell us, hey guys, it's the wallet time. Here's what you're going to do. We're getting it tied up again. And KYC, oh my God, I got people that are 80 years old calling me. I said, listen to me. I am an idiot on a computer. I'll be the first one to tell you that. I will come and sit with you because if I can do it, I can surely train you to do it. So don't worry about that phase right now because every phase Ash Mufareh has taken us through, he took us there. He said when the wallet comes, it'll be perfectly written out, described, lots of help, videos to show you exactly what to do. Plug and play. All right. So I want you guys to stay calm. A lot of people, they're excited, but sometimes some people, we all know, are a little crazy excited. Oh my God, Chris, we're going to launch. I don't know when, and I don't know about KYC. Either do I. Something where I take a picture in my big head. I don't know how they're going to put my big on a KYC. They're going to have to extend those 3 letters, I think, for me. But the phase is enjoyment, guys. If you're not laughing, if you're not having fun, there's something wrong. Or you could spend the rest of your life doing something that you hate. Man, I take the first phase that I just talked about. This phase is going to put you in outer space. This phase is going to create a new you in you. The one that was maybe when you were 12 or 13 years old. Let me tell you, Back to the Future is coming. Because all those things that you witnessed as a kid, wow, look at that beautiful car, I want one. Wow, look at that big house, I want one. And maybe you never got there. This phase is going to get you there. And I'm saying that because I want you guys to smile. I want you to understand that something big is coming our way. And even if you don't understand it, you don't have to. If someone told me 40 years ago, Chris, I got you a job with Mazda Motors, Ford's coming in, and I don't want you to do nothing but collect the money. That's a great phase, but that didn't happen apparently. I had to work. But basically, Ash Mufareh is saying, listen, for this phase, I want you to just relax. For this phase, I want you to trust me completely, because I'm not gonna leave you behind or over there. I will help you. Plus, I got another 1 million people that'll gladly come over, sit down, talk to you, call you, and help you. That's the greatest phase. That's our next step. Sit back, relax, listen to the tech pros, because they're teaching you everything that's going on around this company to the best of their knowledge. And Ash Mufareh seems to really, really like them because they're tech guys. Me and Ash just don't sit down and talk about boats and football. That ain't gonna happen, but he could sit down with these guys and talk forever. And I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go sit over there for a couple minutes. I'll be sitting in the corner with the kids playing some game. I don't know, but the phase is here, folks. It's called the phase of enjoyment. Don't worry, don't get upset. I get people that call me in tears sometimes. Chris, I don't know what to do. Okay, I got this. Let me show you what to do. And if I can't figure it out, I'll make a phone call and we'll get it fixed. But you remember one thing Ash Mufareh said about a month and a half ago? He said, guys, you got to understand something. When we're live, it's going to be a totally different ball game here. Everything is going to be smooth. And I think a lot of us forget beta testing. We forgot about that stage, didn't we? You know, here, let's put it this way. And it's the last thing I'm going to say because I'm talking way too much. Just imagine if someone came and they took a 15,000 piece puzzle and they dumped it right in front of you on your kitchen table, your counter, whatever. And you know, these pieces are everywhere. And of course, we're looking for the corners. All right. Ash Mufareh is standing over here. The tech guys are standing over here. And they got these little claws that come down and say, which is AI, hey, this one goes here. This one goes here. In other words, you don't got to even worry about the puzzle anymore. Enjoy the phase because it's going to make you crazy. And the rest of your life is just going to be fun. You spent 30 years of your life, most of you, working. You didn't have fun. Yeah, you went on a vacation once a year. Yeah, you went dancing. You drank too much. You had to get up for work. It was work. You hated work even more. Enjoy it, guys. This is a phase that's going to completely change your life and everyone in your family's lives. Lynn, Ron, thank you for having me. I am done.
That was good. Full of information, packed. Amazing what you can get in a few minutes. Awesome, Chris. Thank you. We now go to Gladys Naboro. Come on down, Gladys.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Lynn and Ron, and all the leaders, the attendees. I don't know what I will say after everybody else has spoken, but I always come in as a regular mom, as a regular person, just to give you my scoop too. The all tech pros have said the importance of the next phase, and this is the phase where we are now. But one thing I just want to acknowledge our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, and I thank God for his life. I pray for him, and as the OTech pros and everybody has said, let's pray for him, pray for his family, pray for our tech team, and pray for Onpassive. When we pray for Onpassive, we are praying for everybody plus us. This is really an opportunity of a lifetime. And I think Ash has been very, very patient. He has given us enough time to give the last person who, you know, it was meant to be that the person was needed in this movement to be part of the group of people, those of us who are ready to carry his vision around the world. He keeps on extending. Actually, it's for our own good. If he wanted, he could have just had one app, and I'm sure he has some programs that he could move on with his life. But because he wants to uplift humanity, he wants a tribe around him. He wants people of like mind, people who can carry his vision around the world to uplift humanity. And it's us, we are the ambassadors. You know, aren't you happy that we are the first group of founders in Onpassive, and that this opportunity will never be there again? So we should be celebrating this. I'm very, very excited. I know things are moving faster, but they are going to move even faster, as Ash said, and as everybody else has said. But what is the most important thing at this time? Number one, to enjoy the process. If you are engaged, for those of you who are here, you are engaged. And sometimes you may have looked weird to some people who don't understand. What are these meetings every day that people are going and sitting for hours? But time is coming when all this will pay out and you are going to be very, very happy. It's our part, it's us to do our part. Ash and the tech team are doing his part. And it's our part too, as the OTech pros have said, for us to be engaged, to make sure all the information in the back office is accurate. And I'm going to add something about the activation fee. This is the grace period that we have. Please let us not wait until when our CEO says it's time to activate and then we start saying we need 2 more weeks, we need 1 more month. We'll be delaying things. I'm going now to speak to my brothers and sisters from Africa. There is something that is happening now. Governments are trying to have the cell phone numbers registered officially with your ID. So please, I heard it's happening in Ghana, I know it's happening in Kenya, and it may be happening in other countries. Make sure that the phone number that you have in the back office as your record is registered. Also, we have so many founders who are founders. I know because I've worked with many of them from Kenya, and I'm sure from many different countries in Africa, who did not have a credit card, a Visa card for them to pay the activation fee. So what they did, we made local arrangements, or other leaders made local arrangements for them to send it, to deposit the money locally, but then we paid with them, or the leaders paid with their credit cards. But now think, Onpassive is soon beginning to sell products. How are you going to be paid? So this is the time for those people who don't have a bank account to start doing their research, from their countries, in their cities, to know what bank is internationally recognized, that they can offer a Visa card, that they can use so that they can pay, and how they will be paid to their account. So that's very, very important. But other than that, I'm very happy to be here, and I thank each and everyone who is committed. We are here now, 434 people I can see. We can take this message out. We can share. We have 20 YouTube channels running this message right now. If we can all press a share button, share in our forums, share in our groups, we will help to accelerate the message, the right message, going across the company, around the founders, different teams, different countries, in different languages, so that we get ourselves ready, such that when the CEO says it's time to activate, I know he mentioned a few weeks ago that he hopes we will activate in 1 day. So let's not hope, let's not keep wishing that we are going to get another 2 weeks, another 1 month again of waiting. If for those ones, when we say $97 is little money, it's because of the size of Onpassive, the number of products that we have. So, but we do understand that people may need to add a little save to make the activation fee. So please start saving up, and I hope all this time that we've been having, I hope we've been saving little by little, because I have people who don't have an official job, like they wake up in the morning, they go, other than waking up, going to the farm, small peasants who plant vegetables and sell, but they have been saving through the years, little by little, and they are ready to activate. So I believe that we can all do it because it's our business. The period where we are moving to the next phase is going to be even more exciting than where we are. And I can't wait, hoping that one day I will lay my arms on each and every one of you, because we have created relations online in these meetings. We have become sisters, we have become brothers. You had me fighting with Masine, who is Brother Chris's sister. Masine, I give you number 1. So we hope that we will meet one day. I want to meet Lynn. I want to meet Mari. I want to meet Jean. I want to meet John. I want to meet Vincent, Oliver, Bob, so that we can remember these moments. And how soon can we do it if we don't get ourselves ready as fast as possible and just wait for our CEO to switch the button, and then we activate and move on. Thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you so much, Ron. God bless Ash, and God bless Onpassive.
Thank you, Gladys. Lots of good advice. Appreciate you so much. Okay, now we go on to Niraj Dalvi in India. He would like to say a few words.
Hi, people. Long time. It has been a long time. I actually came to Friday Live, so sorry, Lynn, about that. But this is a fantastic webinar as always. So, okay, I think I'm not I'm not that much techie like this, like the three guys that you heard today. But I love technology. I love to learn about technology and study on technology. So also, like one of them said that we are indebted to the employees throughout our life. Yep, I totally agree with you. And in fact, I just wanted to tell you one thing, that there are when there are two types of employees. Number one is employees who like their job, and there are employees who love their job. There's a slight difference between them. The person employees who like their job, they do their job because they are getting a good pay for that, pay for the work they are doing. When you love the job, it means that there is no other place they will they are ready to do everything for the company. They are not interested in any other job, even if it is at a higher pay. And I'm proud to tell you, and I think not only we have seen that the employees that are working for us love their job. I think Ash has already told us in his webinars about that. Next thing is about positioning. Ash talks about positioning. Why is our positioning very good? I was studying a bit of 2023 trends, business trends, and the first trend is that the digitalization is going to increase. The word increase is not right. Sorry, accelerate is the right word. So so we are in the right position. We are already already positioned there. Second is sustainability. Nowadays, people, consumers, are more aware of their products. They want products that have a social impact. They want products that that are very environmental friendly. We should be proud that all our products would actually adhere to those things. So it will be environment friendly. It would be definitely social impact. It is going to have, because it's all about it is all built with love, and we are all in for humanity. So those were the two things. Next, products are fantastic. I love the products. Definitely, maybe not. I may not go into details like other guys, but I know the products. I've spoken to business people. They are very excited about it. They just want to know when we are launching, and I'm sure I would be reaching them again. So I know the products are very good. And lastly, Susie always used a word FUN, and that's the main thing. Like here, at least I don't feel that I'm actually working or something like that. It's all fun. It's all about webinars. It's all about events that we're doing. It's all fun. Everything is fun in Onpassive, and that's why I love Onpassive. And definitely we are ready to go to the next stage. And I can tell you right now itself, I'm taking this opportunity to tell you that I have been in the background. But I just wanted to tell you a lot of things are being done for the upcoming event in Mumbai on 16th, and I'm sure every on-Passivian will be proud. So just request you to attend that event. That is going to really feel you proud. Thank you very much. Back to you.
That's awesome. And what time and date is that Mumbai event in Eastern time?
I think it will be late in the midnight. Yes, that is something that you will have to sacrifice. But maybe for one day you can sleep in the afternoon. So
We do what we have to attend webinars. It's well worth it. So we wish you well on that. And I know you're going to post in the back office and in social media, because I already see some posts. So it's starting, you know. So thank you so much for working hard on that event. Events in person are the best. Can't beat them. Thank you, Niraj, for all that you do. Okay, who is next? We've got Mr. Marty DeGarmo next. Marty, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right.
Wow, what a crazy, unbelievable. Fun following all you guys. The next phase for me is it's the beginning of dreams coming true. I believe it's the start of whatever your dream is: financial freedom, changing your zip code, traveling, whatever you need to go in and dust it off. I've said dream big. And this is part of that phase. When you start seeing the wallets come, you start getting paid through items being sold. Now, don't be crazy and think you're going to be a millionaire in a day. That's not going to happen. But I believe it's the beginning of the rest of your life. Freedom, change your address, whatever it is you were looking for, travel, maybe homeschooling for your children, just have an enjoyable life and sharing it with others. And at the same time, blessing people that need to be blessed. And I set it up to go on for as long as we could even see. And whether you're in a month or 4 years or 4.5 years, you're here. I don't care if you're the last person or the first person, you're here. That's all that matters. You're in. And take very serious. I heard people say, be ready, be ready. Don't look for extensions. We don't need extensions. The only extension we need is when Ash says we do. If he needs more time, we need more time. Other than that, we should be ready as best we can. The company has gone out of their way to make it so that any person on the planet can get in. Anyone. Anybody can engage the engine in this rocket ship. We all have our own rocket ship. And there's going to be ways that we can have fun, FUN, sharing, building even bigger organizations. And you don't need it through marketing or recruiting. I hate those words, they're nasty. And because you're in something you're proud of, you'll share it, and people will come in because of your attitude. Trust me. People want to follow. They want to follow something good. There's enough bad in this world. They're looking for good. Everyone is looking for good, no matter what it is. Trust me, they're starving for it. You go on the news, it's bad, 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 bad. Another channel is horrendous, another channel horrendous. And then you see about 250 or 400 people on a webinar cheering and happy, anywhere from 35 to 85. And they got to go, I don't know what they got, but I want it. And the cool thing about it, it's legal. It's a legal drug. It's called Onpassive. You can get as much as you want of it. You can OD on it like I did. And the outcome is every day's better. I don't sit around worried about stuff. I think the worst day is going to be the best day of our life. It's only going to get better. Focus on what you want. Get your stuff ready. When he says go, go. Nobody's going to be left behind. But we are our brother's keeper. Like it or not, we should be. The company was built on serving others. It started with Ask Mufareh, the biggest server I've ever met. Biggest servant I've ever met in my life personally. Biggest one I ever heard of was Jesus Christ. And Ask came in and said, what can I do for you? Do you know if we did that to everyone else, how big and powerful this company would be? And it is that way. We have a core group of people that's growing every day that give and give and give and give and give. And no matter what anybody tells you, as corny as it sounds, giving feels so much better than receiving. It absolutely does. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the way it's supposed to be. But I love helping people. I love watching their face. I love people seeing people grow. I remember the first time I went over to the webinar on Sunday and saw the 4 tech guys, barely understood a word they said. They're all broken English and everything else. And I went, who are these guys? Then I realized, wow, they have something to offer. And if you remember right, 8 months ago, 7 months ago, when they came out, every other word out of people's mouths is, when are we going to launch? My game plan was, if they come in and give the experience of IT, it will knock down the question of when are we going to launch? And by God, they did it. In fact, they can speak about the whole business now. They can let go of IT and still go into a webinar and speak as good as anyone else. So yeah, I put them in the nest. I kicked them out. If they can't fly, they're hitting the ground. But they flew. And that's a beautiful thing. Jean, remember she first did a video. And I looked at it, and it was one of the handwriting videos. Wow, this is amazing. As soon as I saw it, asked her, who did this video? I said, Jean Oliva. Of course, I didn't say her name right. I didn't say her name right for 7 months. But he looked at it and said, wow, she's talented. Boom, look where she is now. All of you. Raphael, quiet in the Bahamas. You never saw him. He's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Miraj, he's a quiet guy. He's everywhere. He found his lane. He's happy where he's at. Lynn, oh my God, Lynn, yeah, Lynn. She's a powerhouse. She's everywhere. Absolutely. Ron. I don't know about you guys, but if I didn't have Onpassive, my life would suck. I mean, I love my family and my grandkids, but it would suck. I don't have other things. And I loved my job when I worked, but Onpassive took the place of that and 10 times more. But, if you don't see it, you're doing something wrong. And if you do see it, get ready. You know what's coming. Don't get this little seatbelt. It's going to break. You got to get a harness. We're going in for a rocket trip. By the way, you're looking good, Karina. What, are you going on a date tonight or what? Look how serious she is. Anyway, but let's have fun. And if things are coming quickly, real quickly, the company's bigger than any one person. If there's someone you can help, because if there's someone you can help and you don't, that's wrong. Give them a lending hand. Some people don't understand the verbiage. I mean, simple as log in. They think it's a bowel movement. I mean, you got to go show them what it means. Some people are embarrassed to even ask. So make them feel not embarrassed and guide them. We should be guiding people, not directing. And if we do the right thing and help people, push people above yourself, this movement that we're seeing now, a year from now, we'll have 100 million people maybe feeling the same way we do. Then everybody will know your name, just like Cheers said. Anyway, thank you. God bless everybody.
All right. Thank you, Marty. Thank you. What do you think? You want an open mic? Let's go. Raise some hands. But when I call on you, just remember, I'm going to put the 2-minute timer on the screen. Oh, I forgot. That's not this program. You got 2 minutes. Okay, please keep it to about 2 minutes, and so we can get through some people. Marcian, go ahead. Come on down.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you to everyone. I am just super excited tonight. Actually, I just getting my shoe ready to have a big dance. Because this is a joyful moment. This is a time that we have to have fun, and getting ready for our next step to come. And what I'm taking from the webinar tonight is so very much excited. And if you don't get it, it means you are not being connected. Today is our day. It's the day that we start the fun. It's the day that we start the engagement of having fun for the remaining of our life. Today is the day that we have been waiting for. Today is our time. And what Mr. Ash Mufareh have given to us, and to me particularly, I am already a celebrity. It's already there. 1.4 million people around the world listening to me almost every single day that God have created. The only person that did that is Mr. Ash Mufareh and the tech team in Adaraba. We are very grateful for him. We are thankful for all the leaders that has brought us together to this journey. We are very, very thankful for them because they sacrifice their own time also to put us where we are today. When I walked in Onpassive in 2020, I didn't know nothing, but all I knew is that this was going to help somebody. It was a hope that Uncle Bob said today, and I am happy to have that hope with me. I am happy that among that hope, I have 1.4 million people that we are going to share our heart and share the hope to the world. Thank you so much for having me. Stay tuned and you'll be getting more dancing and more happiness from me. I am a happiness giver, dancing lover. Onpassive is the house of joy. This
Thank
is my
you, Marcin.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Also, no support questions, please, because this is not the time and place for support. So, William DeLorme, talk to us for about 2 minutes. Come on down.
Hello, Ron. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ron.
All right.
Yes, Chris was mentioning about a story about the geese, the goose, and when they fly south, and the bee formation and the flapping of wings and stuff like that. He was mentioning how it relates to Onpassive. Well, I want to add that when one geese or goose drops and is sick and ill, there's a couple of them come down and they wait for them to recover and they go back into formation. So I wanted to add that because that's very related to, I think you would like that, Chris. That's very related to Onpassive. So a member is, we don't get left behind. So that's like dropping out of formation and we get back in the race again. That is all I have to say.
That's all you need to say, William. Sounds good. Right on target there, buddy. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, now we got some old guy over there in Ontario, Canada. His name is Richard Lamuth. Come on, Richard.
It's a mutt, like a dog. Woof, woof.
Listen.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. Well, I arrived in Alabama on Wednesday. I'm here with the wife. As you can see, I'm looking better. What I want to say is, I want to tell you a little story that happened today. As some of you know, I've been involved with the car wash that hires homeless people. It's called Heavenly Grace Ministries.
1 second, somebody accidentally asked everyone to unmute. So I'm going to mute everyone. We'll start from scratch. Okay, let me get you to unmute. Where are you, Richard? There we go.
Thank you, Lynn. So I went to visit them today after resting a couple of days. And lo and behold, as soon as I arrived there, I had the most dangerous homeless person that works there run, hug me. I'm so happy to see you again. Now that's what Onpassive is all about. Chris, you know, the Onpassive angels, it works. I didn't push that man. I just gave him love, spoke to him last year. And the first thing he does when he sees me, he comes running to me with a big hug and a handshake. I'm so happy to see you back. Now, that's what I call God-given love from our hearts, given to others that are still suffering. This man is still suffering, and yet he told me, "You're my angel." Now, how do you think I felt? How do you think I felt? My heart just melted. I mean, I'm told this is the most dangerous person there. He's very violent, and yet he calls me his angel. Now, that's what Onpassive is going to give this world. Exactly that love from the heart toward your fellow man that is still suffering out there. And I want to leave you all with that. And big kisses and hugs. And thank you so much for being here for us. And I love every minute of it.
Richard, I was going to tell you that you're looking pretty dapper there, buddy. All right. Now we got this lady with this great, big, beautiful smile. Dr. Betty, come on down.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to my brothers and sisters, my queens and kings on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. Thank you, Brother Ron, for giving me this opportunity. Auntie Lynn, I appreciate you all giving me this opportunity. I know that our tech brothers have spoken. They have spoken. Brother Marty and the rest. But I will say the first thing is we want to take this moment to thank our God. Because if it wasn't for God sending our CEO to us, we will not be here today. He saw the vision and he decided that he wanted to share it with all of us. I want to also thank our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad. If it wasn't for them developing all these our digital products, we will not be smiling right now. As you all know, when we started with $102. The time has arrived for the 200 to 300. And I do remember that a lot of people used to complain, or founders complaining all the time. When are we launching? Are you guys ready now? Are you guys ready to pay that activation fee? Well, I know that our tech brothers, they talk about the KYC, which is know your customers. As we all know, the time has arrived that despite the fact that we will be launching soon, I want to inform each and everyone, especially those who are utilizing their cell phones, that security is very, very important. The hackers are out there waiting. Please be very, very careful when it comes to your password. Password security is important. Please make sure you change your password every 90 days, right? And it should be alphanumeric, more than 12 characters. Again, I don't want to, you guys know that if I want to sit here, I will talk more and more. But the time has arrived. Let us go out there also and also inform our friends. Our CEO make us to understand that we need to really go to our back office and study our products. Go to www.onpassive.com and also understand what the products are all about. Because if you want to tell people about Onpassive, they're going to ask you, what products do you have? What is it all about? So we need to go and try to understand. It's not all the products you have to, but please try to know something. Then go to your back office store, click on ONet and try to communicate with people because it's community, right? Just like Facebook. Thank you so much, Brother Ron, for giving me this opportunity.
You are more than welcome. Thank you for coming on with us. Now we got this next guy. He doesn't look like Susan, so it must be Phil Torres. Come on down.
Hey, thank you. Hello, everybody. I want to thank the speakers for all the great words. And I just wanted to give my personal feeling about Onpassive. And I've been watching this for years, and we're getting closer and closer. And I thank the good Lord that we're all together here, and Ash and all of us were brought together for a reason. And I think after all the craziness that's been going on these years past, with Onpassive and how big we're going to be, we're going to give the world hope again. I really believe we're going to give the world hope again, because all the things that have been going on, and watching the people on the streets and people going hungry, and I think as big as we are going to be, and all the like-minded people that are in Onpassive, and like a lot of the leaders said, at first we did get in for the money, but now after watching all these years and listening to all O founders, all of us as O founders and people as people coming in as resellers, now we're going to be able to get rid of homelessness. We're going to be able to get rid of hunger. We're going to give people clean water and clean facilities. And I think as we keep moving along and this thing keeps growing, we're going to have a lot of love around the world. And that's my personal feeling, and God bless you all, and we'll see you again. Thank you.
Phil. Thank you, Phil. You've got about 1.5 million founders that believe the same thing. So
it's going to be great. It's going to
be awesome. It's going to be.
And all we have to do really is just be patient and follow Mr. Mufareh's instructions, because he said it. Trust in me, and we all do.
Follow the leader.
That's it.
Follow the leader. Thank you, Phil. We appreciate you sharing with us.
Thank you.
All righty. Okay, what we got here? Anybody? Anybody want to raise their hand? Oh, there you go. Is it Satya from India? Go ahead. I'm not good with pronunciation, so bear with me, okay?
Namaste. Namaste.
Go ahead,
Lynn ma'am. Yes. Thank you, Lynn ma'am, and all the technical guys and all the leaders. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. We can say one thing, that we thank God for giving this opportunity to be in this great business with great leaders guiding every single founder to be in the right path, and making all of us to choose and choose in this great, knowledgeable, and really amazing business. Thank you. Thank God. Thank Ash for giving this opportunity to be here and meet a great community. Actually, we have many other communities, but here we have trust and great talented leaders and all the trust. We can trust these communities with love, connect with love. Thank you, Ash, for giving this great community. Actually, here we get at first is great community connected with great leaders, Marty Digoma sir, and all the technical guys, Mike Lillis sir, and all the great leaders are here. We can get connected with this great community and get some knowledge about all the here very great leaders are experiences like Marty Digoma sir. So we can learn something. So we connected and learn something we can. So I wish all the founders be here and be connected. Thank you, all the great leaders. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lynn ma'am. Thank you, Rob sir, and all the great leaders for giving me this opportunity to share with you. I'm very happy. Thank you so much. And be plugged in and be an active member. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. We appreciate you sharing with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Corinne, did I see your hand up? Karina, did I see your hand up? Well, get it back up there, Missy, and unmute. There you go.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
great.
We don't want to keep you.
A little bit of a technical difficulty there.
You're all beautified, so we don't want to keep you from your date. Go ahead.
No date. Oh, I wish I had a date. No, just kidding. Yeah, no such luck there. Just my sister. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi. And since nobody else had their hands raised, I mean, I kind of feel the same way as you all. And as you know, everybody knows that we are very blessed. So I'm just happy to be here. And I wanted to say thank you for everybody, that spoke. Love you guys so very much. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to traveling, helping people, doing all of that, I'm so excited to be able to start that life that we all are dreaming of. So I'm pretty pumped and excited for that. And yeah, that's all I got.
Well, that's good enough.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Karina. We appreciate it.
I love you guys.
Greg, come on down.
Yeah, here we go. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I just want to say we have electric planes that are being designed, and they're building a huge plant in St. Albans, Vermont. We already have their operation outside of Burlington Airport, and we must realize that our CO is getting crazy. We're almost 422 pence per million.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
We're talking about the next phase. What do you think?
Oh, well, when we all were flying in electric cars, planes, it'll be great. But I'm not going to fly until I get an electric plane.
Yeah, you don't want your battery to go dead.
Well, it's better than petroleum energy.
Okay. All righty. Well, we understand and we appreciate you sharing with us.
Okay. I just wanted to say, and that's all.
Thank you.
On board all the way.
All righty. Good deal. We have Mr. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Oragaya from India. Is that correct?
Hello. Very good morning, sir.
How do you pronounce your name?
I'm Aragyaraj. Nagotu Aragyaraj.
Okay. Share with us.
Aragyaraj means in English it is called a health king, right? King of the health in English. So very good morning to all of you. I'm very thankful to all the panelists and all the tech brothers and everybody who has given a wonderful presentation today. Really, it is a mind blowing. We are all very fortunate to be a part of Onpassive. And I am from India, Telangana, very near to Hyderabad. So it is around 150 kilometers away from Hyderabad. I'm staying here, and I'm a part of this Onpassive for the last 2.5 years, and I'm very proud to be. And I have, and I'm a person with low vision, but still, I never miss any kind of webinars, even though it may be local, national, or international. Not only English, but I also listen to some of the international webinars, like even different languages also, because I'm very passionate to know the people's psychology all around the world, and we are very proud, and I think we are all going to change this world, and we should be very proud that God, the Almighty, has given us the chance and the opportunity to prove ourselves to do something great before we die. So just we coming into the world, living a life is not great, but doing something during this period from our birth to death is a great opportunity that God has given us. So let us all prove ourselves. Let us use our money, mind, and heart to change the people's life. And once again, I really appreciate all of you for conducting these programs like webinars and making us enlightened by your speeches. Today, I am able to talk very well because I have learned many things from webinars, and my attitude, my character, everything has been changed by entering into the Onpassive. So once again, I love you all, and may God bless you all with abundance of good health and good wisdom. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on and sharing that with us. We really appreciate it. I'll tell you, if you're not excited about this business, I keep saying you need to check your pulse. You need to check your pulse and make sure you're breathing, because if you're not excited, you've missed something. And I don't know how you could have, but remember, we're in it to win it. We're in it to win it all together with everybody support each other. So that's Onpassive to me. So we got any more hands coming up? It's 9 minutes after 10. So Lynn, what do you think?
Well, oh, there comes some hands.
There's a couple. All right. Parvesh from India, is that correct? Please unmute. There you go, sir.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Myself, Parvesh Kaushal, I am from India. In India, I belongs to a place, a state, Himachal Pradesh, a beautiful state. I came into the system Onpassive 1 year before. So this journey is very great for me. I learned so many things from all of you. So I really appreciate all of you for your commendable work during this beautiful journey. And for this, I would like to thanks to God for giving such a beautiful life to all of us on this beautiful planet Earth. And secondly, I would like to thanks to our great CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir, who has such a great mission and vision towards humanity. And he always work for equality and humanity. So as today's topic, what we see about our future in the Onpassive. So this is the beginning of new journey of our life. And this is going to be so beautiful with our Onpassive family. So this is the place where we can learn so many things from each other's experiences, their personal lives, their beautiful journey in the Onpassive. And nowadays, in the earlier days, when there is no option to connect virtually with each other, at that time it seems very difficult to communicate with each other. But after the COVID pandemic, it becomes so easy to everyone to we connect with each other virtually all over the world and share their ideas in any kind of ideas. So when I joined the Onpassive, the vision and mission I have is different. But now the vision and mission is completely changed, and now I will completely think about humanity. So no doubt this is the platform where we can fulfill our own dreams, our own requirements. But the vision of Mr. Ash Mufareh give us a direction and also enlighten our inner soul to help the humanity and the social world. So this is the place where every day is a new opportunity in the life, and every day you can learn so many things from anyone you connect physically or virtually. So I'm enjoying my life and I'm go with the flow and looking forward for the bright future of everyone all over the world. So with this, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to share my feelings on this platform, and I'm enjoying the process. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. Bless you. And thanks for sharing. Okay. We have Gary, Deepak, Bruce, and Victor. And I think Victor will be our last one. What do you think, Lynn?
Yeah, I think so. And if we can all remember to keep to 2 minutes, because we're kind of overtime already. So that would be great.
All righty. Mr. Gary from Cambodia. Come on down, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. What a fantastic webinar.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we tried.
This is a movement that is just gaining momentum every day. There's one thing I'd like to say, and I've been trying this, and it's been making me feel absolutely fantastic inside. Just an ad, and it's just a random act of kindness every day to someone, and geez, it makes you feel good, and it makes them feel good too. For instance, I don't have a lot of money to give out to people to help them, but walking, seeing someone, a stranger, and just saying, nodding your head, stopping and saying, good afternoon, good morning, and smile. Wow, how it uplifts your life, and it adds a little bit to them as well. So, as a movement, no matter where we end up, it's all going to be to the benefit of everybody. And I'd just like to comment very quickly. If everybody just had a random act of kindness every day to somebody, wow, what a difference we'd be helping Mr. Ash Mufareh on his end goal of lifting humanity. That's all I've got to say. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, Gary. We appreciate it. All right, Mr. Deepak, come on down. 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. Very good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone. And it was really very nice, fantastic webinar. I learned a lot. The tech guys were fantastic. Even the Neeraj Dalvi sir spoke very well about the new upcoming era, digital era. Everyone will be connected to the internet. So there is one question, one suggestion for everyone. See, many founders are concerned why founder position are not closed. So I just want to tell them that don't worry. It's Ash know what to do and how to do and when to do. So he will do within hours or whenever he will feel like to do. So don't worry about that. Just be patient and be positive. Whatever is coming, it will be great. And the next era which is coming of Onpassive will be much more greater than this. And don't worry, just stay calm, stay happy, and be positive, and spread the word to be positive into your team. So thank you very much. It's all.
Thank you, Deepak. We appreciate it. Just stay engaged, folks. All you got to do is stay engaged. And This thing is rolling down the carpet. So, Mr. Bruce Gerstein of West Palm Beach, Florida.
Actually,
don't correct me. Don't correct me.
I used to live in Orlando too, bro.
Say what?
I want to show you. I used to live in Orlando for 20 years. But I want to first say I am so humbled to be in the presence of greatness. And I say that about all of you because I think every one of you has greatness within you. And you're expressing in the way that you do. The webinar was great as always. And I thank the OTech Pro guys and Marty and everyone else who shared. But I think about looking forward to the next step. I think the next step is really forward. Because I'm open to thinking about when the KYC, we get the KYC, we get the wallet. I'm just following the leader. And the leader is Mufareh. And his leader is really his wife. You know, but all kidding aside, I like to understand that if I just relax and let things happen, they will happen. I do believe I heard someone say, if you're not here all the time, you're going to miss out. And I don't think that's anything that's true about that statement because no one will be left behind. I don't want anyone to ever think that if we're not on the webinars, we're going to miss out because you won't. You will be taken care of with the AI in the system and all Onpassive has here and all that Mufareh has to say. I was talking to one of our leaders earlier today who was talking about a homeless woman she really wants to help, who was living in a center for $20 a week or a month and has no telephone, no anything. So I said to her, well, you can get a reseller position for her and then just tell her one day when she has enough bubbles, just ask, don't lose touch with her and just invite her to lunch and tell her and present to her what you've done and let her know that that is for her. Because that way, there's always a way to help everybody in this world. I like to think of when we say we're going to end poverty, I want to reverse it and say we're going to feed the world. Because if you end something, it's more, I want to have positive thinking. Thinking about thinking about poverty is thinking about something that's sad. Thinking about feeding people, nourishing people, engaging people, bringing joy and gratitude into their lives is much more important to me than looking at where they are. I want to uplift their spirit. That's what I'm looking forward to. And I remember I was working with Jacques Cousteau, and it was his 77th anniversary. And we were driving him to the airport, and his son, Michel, said, Papa, we really want to honor you. And he said this, and he reminds me of Mufareh. He said, why you make such a big deal about me? I'm not that important. What's important is what we leave for our children. And this is about the general generations of wealth and prosperity and upliftment we will leave for generations to come. So think not just of ourselves, think of who's to come afterwards. I remember one other thing, and then I'll shut up. I remember that there was one thing, I'm Jewish, but I believe that Jesus was my brother. And I believe at one point he said, even greater things that I do, you will do in my name. And so I believe no matter how far Onpassive goes, even greater things will happen beyond what we do in the name of Onpassive, in the name of God, and in the name of humanity. So we're very blessed to be here as members of Onpassive, proud and heirs and all the names we call ourselves. We're very happy to be here. And I love you all with all my heart. Like Richard would say, I love every one of you. So anyway, I think that's a nice way to stop talking. And I look forward to our next time together. I'm so glad we had this time.
Thank you, Bruce. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thanks for attending. Okay, our last speaker of the night. And then Miss Lynn will take it back over. Victor from the UK. Go ahead, Victor.
Good morning, good evening, good day, good everything to everyone. I'm privileged to be able to speak, and I don't take it as anything less than a privilege. And I was privileged to be invited to become an O founder. And I started off with where's the money? Where's the money? And like all of us, I transitioned into how can I do something for someone? And that is a change that has occurred for all of us, I believe. We've all moved from that space, from where's the money to how can we help someone? And I think, I really do think that Mr. Mufareh has been a living miracle worker, because he's taken 1.4 million people from a place of where's the money to a place where we're all saying, how can we help? How can we help our neighbors? How can we help our communities? How can we help our society? And that's the main thought for all of us, I believe now. I think we all think the same way. I couldn't understand that they say there's no food, and yet they're burning excesses. They say that in the medical profession, they're increasing prices, and people are suffering from diseases that can be cured. If only they made the cures affordable. But they don't. Why? And Mr. Mufareh says there's enough money everywhere. All we have to do is access it. And he's now created a platform where we can access the money, but not for ourselves, but so that we can help make the world a better place and help one another. When I was a young boy, there was a song that we used to sing, and they said, it's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. That's what brings success. And I believe that Mr. Mufareh is doing it the right way, and he's teaching each and every one of us to do it the right way. And that's why we shall be successful. Have a wonderful evening. God bless each and every one of us. Thank you.
I muted myself. Then taught me that. Thank you, Victor. We appreciate you sharing with us. We appreciate you, everybody, being here tonight. And I'm going to let Lynn take it over here and do her nightly thing. And don't forget to join Rob and Lynn tonight at midnight for their show, and learn something new with them. Always something new with Rob, because Lynn tells him so. Okay, anyways, go ahead, Lynn.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. We had 445, maybe I didn't see the numbers, but all the numbers, but it looked like we had about 445 participants today. That's really good for our webinar. And we want to thank you all for being here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do some thank yous. That's really important. And then we're going to have a nice long goodbye. And if you guys want me to feature you on the goodbye with the camera, you just have to turn your camera on, and that will be my signal that you want me to spotlight you. So that'll be a fun ending. I love the ending of our webinar. It's special to me. Okay, so we want to thank Bob, Vincent, Oliver, and Collins for being here. Chris also spoke, Gladys Navarro, Niraj, Marty, and more. Thank you for speaking. We want to thank the chat guardians headed by John Barilla, and John's going to say a quick thank you to his crew for they did a lot of work today. Thank you, John.
Okay, yes, really quickly, I just want to thank everybody. We had a little action tonight, and everybody pitched in very nicely. Actually, it was very good here in the Zoom, was very good tonight, but we had a little trouble in YouTube, not too much. But I do want to say thank you to all the Guardians who work very hard to pay attention and do what they do. So real quickly, MK Kaylee, Yin Yang 444, Casey 7 Bergen, Kushal Pagoo, Raphael St. Germain, Gina Leva, Lisa Truock, Mara Aquino, Bruce Gerst, Miriam Weiberg. I think I got Jane Helms too. Roy Davies, Yakaya Kadem, Rob Gorman, Dave Rosowski, Willie Wonky, and our newest member, Nancy Ann. Thank you very much, folks. That's all I'm going to say. I took enough time. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for all you do and for coordinating your crew. That's a lot of work. Appreciate you so much. We want to thank our two gals who do our graphics. It's beautiful Friday night graphic. I'm just enjoying the colors and the unicorns. So beautiful. So I want to call now June Buckingham and Mara. If Mara wants to come, she can come to the, if she's not able to come on camera, she wants to say thank you to all. And she's having some allergies, so she's struggling a bit. June, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi everyone. Hi, OTex. You guys did great tonight. All the speakers, you guys did wonderful, and thank you all for liking our backgrounds. We do work at it together, and we made it come to life tonight. All right, talk to y'all later. I'm glad y'all loved it, and I'm so happy I'm an Onpassive fan. Okay.
Hey, thank you so much. I love your enthusiasm. Appreciate you. We want to thank Marty. He opens up our webinar and then I can live stream it. Thank you. So we get a nice high capacity of participants. So thank you very much. And thanks to people who promote our webinar. And just want to say a special thank you to Marcienne. And I want to allow her to say a few words because Marcienne, man, she's consistent. She said to me, Lynn, I need the webinar information and the graphic because she was ready to post on social media. And I saw her post everywhere. And I think that's one of the reasons we had a good turnout. So Marcienne, come and say hi.
We just have to thank all the team. It's a team effort, and sharing the Onpassive name around the world is branding our company. So we think that by sharing everywhere to everybody, even to those that they are not coming in, they can still go and listen to all the YouTube channel. This was a great webinar. Thank you so much, Lynn, and thank to all the participants.
Thank you for all you do, Marcy. You're the best. Appreciate you. All right, now we're going to take it to the gallery, and we're going to be able to say bye-bye to each other and enjoy that time. Turn your videos on. I know you want to be spotlit. All right, let's begin. Enjoy. Wait, let me unmute everybody. Sorry. Okay. So,
thank you, Lynn. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, all. Good night.
Good night, Ron.
Thank you, Evelyn, to win it.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Marcien. Good night, everyone from Houston.
Bonsoir, Marcienne.
Love you all.
Good night, all. Good night, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Which is Maryland.
Good night, everyone. Good
Mary Penny.
Mary
Penny, enjoyed
Good
it.
night,
everyone.
Marie.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
How are you, Dr. Benny?
Founder.
Good night, Smiley.
Good night,
night.
Raphael.
Good morning, everybody. Good night.
Raphael.
Night.
Good night, everybody. God bless you.
Brother Victor.
Good night. Good night.
Brother Victor, you are in.
God bless, God bless.
Good night, everyone. Love you all. Thank you so much.
See you.
Lots of love.
Good morning, Brother
Good Sister
Victor.
Helen.
Good morning, Sister Ella.
Helen.
Whoa.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Gladys.
Hi, Gladys.
Good night, Runa. I can hear you.
Good night, Sister Lady.
Colin.
Colin.
Bonjour.
Colin.
Brother
Hi.
Colin. Good night, sweet.
Good night.
Hi, Jean. We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
Bless you richly.
Good night, Angie.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Turn around. Night.
Good night, Greg.
Good night.
Night.
Greg.
Night.
Thank you.
Night,
Aman.
Bye bye. Good night.
Night.
Thank you so much.
Good night, Aman.
Armin.
Good night,
Whoa.
Mariam.
Miriam.
Good night.
I love you guys.
We love you too.
Love you back.
Oh, Richard.
Richard.
Love you back. Love you back.
Richard.
Hey.
Hello.
Harry.
Harry.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.
Good morning.
Good night,
Raj.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Satya. How are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you
Good
all.
morning.
Yeah, Disney, right? See you.
Thank you for showing up tonight.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
morning, Kushan.
Usha.
Night. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Night, John Patakis.
John Budas.
John,
My
John.
friend.
John.
Good morning from Australia.
Good morning to you. Love you, John.
Good night.
Willie,
Good night.
Wacky,
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Willie
Good
Wonka.
night.
Willie, good night.
Good night. Love you all.
Francis.
Francis.
Good morning from Singapore, Francis.
Good morning. Good morning. Good night,
Hello,
Francis.
Singapore.
Good morning. Yes.
Oh, good
Hello,
night.
Hi, everybody. I love you.
Night.
You're hard at work. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good night, Lisa.
Bye.
Good night, Lisa. Good night.
Yes.
Night.
I don't
This
know
is
why I
over.
did.
Good night, everybody.
That was scary. Good night, Niraj.
Good night, Niraj. Good morning.
Raihan.
Thank you so much, Rehanji.
Thank you so much. What's
your name?
Good night, Techno.
Love you all.
Keep sparking.
Love you so much. Yeah. Love you one
The day.
Love you all. Great and lovely to see you.
Love you all. Thank you so much. We are so in it to win it.
Love you all LC member.
Oh, brother
Vincent.
Setzer.
See
you.
Hello.
Thank you for your time.
Bonjour, Vincent.
Good morning.
Casey.
Island.
Casey,
Night.
it's good morning. Good morning, Thailand.
We are one class here.
Lisa, where are you,
Hi,
Lisa?
Lisa.
Lisa in the shadows. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa. My cat's trying to chew my phone.
You are in the shadow. What's going on, Lisa?
McBride says hiding.
Ah.
Yeah, in negative.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
I love.
Good night.
Night, Larry.
You're very buggy as well.
Good night.
Look at
Good
them.
night.
Good night.
Good
Night.
night.
So sweet.
Good night, Angie.
Got out of the shower, but
Mhm.
You look beautiful.
good.
Bye now.
Oh,
And
Lisa.
this
I gotta
night.
go. I gotta go now.
lovely smiling face. Good night.
Night.
Sister Listra.
Happy Thanksgiving
Night,
in Canada.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Night.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Night.
Goodbye.
Bye. Good night. God bless.
So long.
Love you all. Sleep well, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Night. Hello, hello, good night.